Yo, 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 yo. What's good with it? It's the homie Mac. Music, art, culture, knowledge. Each one teach one. Or, no, each one teach nine. Thumbs up, give me the likes. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel 82 Kings. You know what it is. Again, it's the homie Mac reporting live from Dogon. Yeah, man, so this is a real improv. Well, quick session of Mac Minutes. Apparently, Dr. Umar Johnson has some remarks to make about Bronny James taking a white girl to his prom. I wasn't going to speak on it, but I want to because I think there are deeper socio-political, psychosocial dynamics that come into play. And it's political. It's like Huey P. Newton said. Where's Huey at? Like Huey Newton said, everything's political. How you dress, what you say, what you don't say, your paradigm, the music you listen to, who you date, who you marry, your nomenclature, your language, it's all political. What was it? Neely Fuller Jr. had a list of things. Let me see if I can pull it up. These things were called the 10 activities of people behavior. Oh, wait, hold up. The 10 areas of people activity. Economics, education, entertainment, health, labor, law, politics, sex, religion, war. All these things have political implications, political reverberations. Yeah. So I know some of y'all may think I'm reaching, or that Mr. Neely Fuller Jr. is reaching, but sit back and think about it. Marinate on that. Okay, so Dr. Umar Johnson said that LeBron was being politically irresponsible by letting his son date a white girl, take her to the prom. I don't know. They may not even be dating. They could just be friends. I don't know. Essentially, he was saying there's an old saying that Jordan Maxwell had. He said, "It is not laws that rule us, but signs and symbols." And these signs aren't necessarily just like esoteric incarnations or things elucidated through drawings or pictures. It can be literally be just imagery. For example, the fact that Bronny James is posing in a picture with a white girl for prom. There's a psychosocial dynamic that reverberates from that, and by that meaning, there could be little black girls that see that and think, "Oh, I'm not desirable." Black men because Bronny James is a celebrity, and he's worth millions, and he's not even. I don't even think he's 18 yet. But anyway, there could be psychosocial reverberations from that. Little black girls could think, "Oh, well, we're never good enough. These black men, they want everyone but us." That could be a psychological dynamic that comes from that. And on the flip side of that, little black boys could think, "Well, let me get a white girl. Let me get a racially ambiguous girl. Let me get a Latino girl. Let me get an Asian girl. Let me, white girl, whatever." Dr. Umar Johnson calls it a snow bunny crisis. I think that's hella funny. But I think Dr. Umar's words have much merit. What is it? 1 in 4 black women are married. At the end of the day, who you marry, who you procreate with, it speaks to your politics. I'm a black person, clearly. And I'm big on nation building. It's hard to build a nation if your men and your women are not procreating and having families. I have friends who are black who are married to white women. I have friends who are black that are married to Latino women. I have friends that are black that are married to Asian women. I don't think they're less black. I don't think they have a contempt for our people. So I understand how somebody can say, "Well, hey, I love black people. I'm black, but I just so happen to fall in love with a white woman or a Latino, Asian woman." So I get that. I feel like it can coexist. You can marry someone outside your race and yet still be pro-black. There may be some RBGs, some black nationalists that totally disagree with me, and that's fine, and I get it. But I think ultimately I've met white women who are married to black men who have black children who have made a valiant effort to understand the cycle and social dynamics that come into play with being black, the history the things that have plagued black people here in this country. They understand that they have black children, that there are political dynamics that their black children are going to have to deal with, that they themselves as a white woman may not have to. I guess ultimately, I want to totally deconstruct, destroy this psychology, this theory, this idea that black men don't love black women, that we're not attracted to black women, that we put races of other women before our own women. And I just think that's simply not true. But I think, through the imagery, it's like some real allegory of the cave type shit. Like, imagery, people take images for reality. And the media really manipulates the narrative. So people can see certain images and think that's just true across the board. Black men don't want black women. Black women aren't desirable. Like I said this a while ago, the majority of black men that I know that are married to black women. The majority of black men I know for sure that make six figures are married to black women and have black children. What else? But it does say something on the flip side. I'm playing devil's advocate with myself. It's very telling that out of all the races of men, black men are, I think, the most likely to marry outside of their race. I think, some people think it's not that deep. Oh, I just love who you love. Love is love. I don't know, because I've encountered some brothers who have been whitewashed, who have bought into this narrative that anything that is white is beautiful, pristine, pure. I've known brothers who they want white friends, they want white women because they've been sold this white supremacist narrative that white is right. They say if you're white, you're all right. If you're black, get back. If you're brown, move around. Like, if you're yellow, you're okay, fellow. Yeah. So I think there has been an internal dialectic that has been sold to black people. Anything that does not look like us is beautiful. There's more value in that. I've met women who are biracial, who their father may have been Asian and their mother was black, and they didn't like the fact that, that's your beauty comes from your Asian side or your white side, not your blackness. So I think there has been a narrative propagated against black women that they're undesirable, unattractive, intolerable. But the thing that makes me upset is Dr. Umar has been an advocate for black men and black women marrying one another, building a nation, building families, having strong bonds. Yet and still, a lot of black women drag Dr. Umar Johnson. It blows my mind. This man has been on camera saying, look, black men and black women need to marry each other, have babies, and build strong families. I remember Dr. John Henry Clark said you can't, he said, what did he say? I think he said liberation does not come between a white woman's legs. Thought that was kind of harsh when I heard it, but I get where he's coming from. It takes, if we're going to nation build, we must procreate and politicize our children and for them not to hate other people, but to have a sense of pride in themselves. I understand race is a socio-political construct. It has no biological reality. It's a European construct that was created to subjugate all non-whites, but that's a whole nother discussion. Back to Bronny. He's a kid, but at the same time, like the game said, like Shannon Sharp said, you should be able to be happy with who you want to be happy with. I think, what was it? Shannon Sharp said they would rather you be miserable with your own kind than to be happy with someone of the other race. But I just feel like when I look at black women, in parity with other races of women, I feel like black women are the most attractive women on the planet. They come in all shades, all shapes, sizes. I think black women are the paragon of beauty. That's just me talking. I am pro healthy relationships between black men and black women. This whole gender war that's going on between black men and black women is horrible, but it takes me back to what Dr. Amos Wilson said. The best way to destroy people is to destroy the love they have for one another. And black men and black women, we need to start loving on one another. This whole thing about high value man, high value woman, he gotta have this, she gotta have that. I think we need to get back to the personage. Stop dating a profile. What is this person like? Let's have value. Let's put more of a premium on valuing a person's character, their intellect, their work ethic. But let me make sure I touched everything I want to talk about. Yeah. Like Huey Newton said, EIP, everything is political. I get it. Love is love, but there are a lot of black men and black women alike who are predisposed to seeing more value and more value and more beauty in other races than their own. My thing is, I don't have any qualms with interracial dating. If you love somebody, it is what it is. But if you're stepping into this narrative or this point of reference, this psychology that the grass is greener on the other side, like forget black women, white women are better, Asian women are better, or forget black men, white men are better, Asian men are better, Latino men are better, you need to check yourself. And there's this dumbass trend I saw going on TikTok where you had black women in these interracial relationships, and they were playing wade in the water with their significant other, their partner, whatever, and it was just like a joke. And it's like that you're a disgrace to your ancestors. Your whole genealogy, man. Like, you But yeah. I think people need to look in the mirror and ask themselves, do I see beauty in myself? Do I see beauty in my reflection? My reflection being my as a black woman, black men, as a black man, black women, do I see beauty and value in my counterpart racially? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The thing that kind of frustrates me, I see a lot of black women rather who have praised the masculinity of white men, and then in the same token, praise like effeminate black men. And then in the same token say, oh, I can't find any masculine black men. It's like you've been praising white masculinity and celebrating the antithesis of black masculinity in black men. So I don't know. And I know there's a whole psychosocial dynamic that comes into play with that. We can go on and on for that for hours. But yeah, I'm on my Marcus Garvey, man. Like, black is beautiful. But to take a step further, like Dr. John Henrik Clarke said, it's not enough for black to be beautiful. Black must be powerful. You've never sustained anything in this world through beauty alone. Power, economics, politics, compound interest, nation building. That's the hype black people need to be on. I see that amongst other races, as they should be. Yes, you should have pride in your own. And I get it again, race is a man-made concept. But at the end of the day, everybody should have pride from whence they came. But where do I want to go with this? Ultimately, I think we need to address the fact that we've been sold a European narrative with beauty. We've been sold a European narrative with what's acceptable and socially, politically normative behavior and aesthetics. We've been force-fed a European narrative since 1619. Yeah, so let's confront that. And someone was, and I'm going to keep it a buck. I've dealt with Armenian women. I've dealt with Latino women. I've dealt with Asian women. I've dealt with white women. I've dealt with non-black women. But the thing that I was constantly told, especially in college when I was at Georgia State, it was, you're cool, we can have fun, but I can never be with you and build a family. That's the narrative I was sold. So I started to realize, like, damn, there's a whole political dynamic with this. We can kick it, we can have sex, we can have relations, all that, that's cool. But I'm not going to marry you. I'm indebted to my lineage. I am indebted to my people. It is what it is. It's the homie MACK, man, signing out from the Dogon. Each one teach one. Love is love. I get it. But make sure you your love is organic, and it is not a byproduct of self-hate or a byproduct of just conditioning to not love your own. Yeah. Um, each one teach nine. It's the homie Mac. Hold up, let me make sure I ain't got nothing else I want to say. Sometimes I want to start saying stuff at the end. Yeah. Black man, black women. Let's love ourselves. Let's love one another. Let's nation build. It's nation time, man. Yeah. It's the homie Mac signing out from the Dogon. Each one teach nine. Thumbs up, give me the likes. Thumbs up, give me the likes. Thumbs up, give me the likes. Subscribe. I'm out.